Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sailor Solitaire and this is your May 2017 general readings. So just a couple things to mention before we get started. I got a new deck, the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. And I did do an unboxing video, so if you guys are interested, then give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments if you really want to see it, and I'll post that sometime soon. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm really interested in seeing who you guys are, who's watching my videos, what you are up to. I do post weekly tarot draws, so a single card draw where I pick a card and I write about a paragraph long description about what that card is about and how you can learn from it. I do frequently post to my story on Instagram and I tweet a lot as well. So if you guys are interested in what's going on in between these general and love monthly readings, then go ahead and follow me. I follow back. So I think Milkshake is saying that we should get right to our reading, so let's get started. Hi Capricorns, welcome to your May 2017 general reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like a lot of you Capricorns need to start taking advantage of career opportunities that are going on and that are presenting themselves to you. I feel like for this month, it is an excellent time. There's going to be a window of opportunity for you in terms of your career, in terms of changing careers or advancing your career. But in general, the time is favorable for you, and there is, I feel like you'll recognize it when you see it, but there's going to be, some sort of really lucrative opportunity for you. Or, maybe not necessarily financially, lucrative in that sense, but like right away. I mean, it's obviously going to be beneficial for you in the long run, but it's definitely also going to be just rewarding for you. It's going to be appealing, and I feel like you're going to know that it's going to serve you and it's going to be right for you. And it's also a good time for catharsis, for self-expression. So, even if you are kind of struggling, having some problems at home and all that, I feel like, if you just let yourself relax a little bit, stop worrying so much, and if you just, find an outlet for the things that you're feeling, and you find a way to release them and to, get them all out in the open, just to, get them outside of you, keep them from, building up inside of you. That'll be really good for you, and I feel like it's going to be a lot easier for you when you can, express yourself and let everything out. So now I just want to get right to your reading, Capricorns. Alright. So the first card for you Capricorns is the Moon. Okay, so this card is associated with Cancer or Pisces. But I do feel like, so for some of you, I feel like, there's a heavy Cancer or Pisces. There's some sort of water influence on your life. This could, I guess it could also be Scorpio, but definitely Cancer or Pisces. And, this person, or, this person doesn't have to be, a Cancer or a Pisces. They could just be someone with, very watery, very emotional, and sort of, somebody who embodies the characteristics of a Cancer or Pisces. So somebody who is very in tune with their, attuned with their emotions and with the softer, the gentler side of life. And then for some of you who, this doesn't really apply to, I feel like this has to do with you and your emotions and things that you're pushing to the side, things that you're keeping hidden, not only from the world, but from yourself. The moon has to do with your subconscious motivations, your subconscious fears, and your subconscious desires. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you're kind of letting your emotions and letting things that are not visible to everyone else, you're kind of pushing that to the side, and you're just kind of shoving them, I guess, like under the rug, or pushing them into this forest, kind of thinking that no one will venture there, thinking that no one's going to look there, and you're really trying to keep something hidden. And I feel like you're putting a lot of energy and a lot of there's a lot of tension surrounding this. Like you're it's taking up a lot of your energy to do this, to keep things hidden, and I feel like you can feel that. And I feel like for some reason, that's why you're feeling, a bit tired and exhausted all the time, because you're putting so much energy without you even maybe really noticing that, you're putting all this effort into keeping something hidden or suppressing something, and keeping things in the dark, and you're kind of resisting the light, resisting the truth a little bit. And this is what's causing you to feel that tension, feel that resistance, and it's making you just tired all the time. And so I want to see what your next card is. And in the recent past, we have this 8 of Wands. So I do feel like a lot of you were making progress. A lot of you had, a moment, a fleeting moment perhaps, but a moment nonetheless of inspiration, of, feeling like you connected to a divine influence, to, a higher truth, something bigger than yourself. You felt that for a moment. You had that feeling of, finally, not having everything feel so pointless and helpless and so useless. I feel like you felt that recently. It's not like you've been kind of in the dark and you've been down and you've been hard on yourself all the time, and it's not like there hasn't been any moments of joy and positivity. I feel like, it is there, it's present in your life, but for some reason you're focusing kind of on how you're feeling, and on how you're feeling bad and how you're feeling negative, and you're forgetting about the parts where you do feel inspired. And I feel like it might again be fleeting, and you might feel like, okay, when it does happen, you kind of just ignore it, or you forget about it, or you don't really take it that seriously, because you feel like nothing like that can last. You feel like it's just a passing, just something that's passing by, passing through, and you're not really giving it that time and that attention to nurture it. So in terms of your career, I feel like a lot of you had sudden ideas or inspirations, or even sort of inklings, inclinations towards a certain thing, a certain decision. Maybe for some of you who are switching careers, you've kind of had that voice in your head, hint at it or something like that, or you've noticed a sign from the universe, from the world, to take a certain action, but you didn't really act on it. I feel like you again were like suppressing some sort of feelings, your intuition, that you were kind of ignoring that. The moon is all about the intuition, the subconscious, the hidden aspects of yourself that you can't see. And I do feel like you've been kind of in the dark a lot. You've been pushing things aside and not really wanting to deal with it, and then even through the darkness you found that sudden inspiration. Look at that rainbow lightning strike. It's found you, even in the dark, even though you think you're alone and you think that, things are bleak, that sudden strike of inspiration did find you. That clarity, that insight did find you for even just a second. And I feel like you guys need to learn to recognize the opportunities when they do present themselves to you, and to really grab onto them, because you have been blessed with some opportunities, but they're not always going to be coming to you. And I feel like when you reject the universe so much and so often, eventually those opportunities are going to lessen. They're going to mitigate a little bit, because you keep refusing the blessings. Not that there's going to be no opportunities anymore ever, but I feel like, you know, you really do need to take advantage of them when they come, because not everyone experiences or, you know, is gifted with all these opportunities so often. And I feel like, you know, the next time you feel the urge and you feel like your inner self, your inner voice is telling you to take advantage of something, or, you know, to take a chance on something, I feel like you should listen to that. I guess you need to, you know, stop worrying so much about all the little things and trust in yourself a little bit. Find your voice, and, you know, that'll give you that confidence, and it'll give you that that self-faith, that belief in yourself, that'll really help you and really make you feel secure, more grounded, and will really, you know, allow you to enjoy life a little bit more now that you know, have faith in your surroundings and in your own judgment. So something for you guys to think about or to meditate on is this Father of Pentacles. Okay, so this Father of Pentacles is associated with a Taurus. So this could be a Taurus male or female, or just somebody with earth-like qualities. So this could be even a Capricorn like you guys, or a Virgo. Or anybody who has, you know, earth influence in their birth chart. So I do feel like, you know, this could be you, or this could be somebody that you look up to, and somebody who you feel is dependable, somebody who's well-grounded, somebody who is, you know, a bit successful in their finances and even in their home and family life. And I feel like you need to maybe think about all the good qualities that they have, and that you would want to adopt, and that you would, you know, want to integrate into your own goal, your own mindset. Because, you know, this earth sign, you know, this could be you, and I feel like, you know, you guys are earth people, and sometimes you can get weighed down by, you know, the heaviness of the earth, and you know, I feel like sometimes you're a bit too practical, and you don't really want to, you know, take a chance. You don't want to kind of think outside of yourself and think outside of like the ordinary. And I feel like you're really doubting yourself and your influence on your future. And I feel like a lot of you should probably, you know, start feeling like you guys are invincible, and start feeling like you guys can have whatever you want. And I feel like what's limiting you guys is your beliefs. And if you feel like, you know, any sort of opportunity or inspiration that comes your way is just a fleeting thing, well, you're kind of just, you know, giving up before you even have a chance to get started. And I feel like you need to really think about your characteristics, think about what you bring to the table, and work from there. And you know, just have the, I guess, the boldness and the courage to dream a little bit outside of you. You know, this moon is about you know, hidden things, your dreams. And I know that, I think in the past reading you were a bit too far into fantasy and, you know, your daydreams and your wishes, and what you but I do feel like, you know, now that you're so, you know, high up, and you had all these fantastical things, you know, on your mind. Now that you're, you know, down to earth, it can feel so low compared to where you were. But I feel like you need to kind of find that balance, and you need to bring your ideas, bring all that stuff on cloud nine, bring it down with you. You know, you don't have to completely separate them so much where, you know, there's a land of fantasy and there's cold hard reality. You know, you can have a mix of both, and you really can create whatever reality you want, but you have to really believe in what you want, and that's what you will start, that's what your life will be. So again, I feel like there's a struggle for you guys. There's still that struggle, but I feel like, you know, you're just rejecting, you're kind of refusing, you're kind of not even entertaining the possibility that you can, you know, you can seize the opportunity and you can do something great and amazing for yourself. I feel like you're really just turning that down before you even have a chance to explore it and to try and to experiment. So your outcome card for the month of May is Father of Cups. Okay, so I do feel like, two Father cards here. You're struggling a bit with authority, and I feel like there's someone who is, I guess, superior to you in whatever way. Maybe, a boss, or maybe like a father, literally a father figure, or somebody older than you, or somebody who is in a higher position than you, and they're really bringing you down, maybe inadvertently, but because of them, you feel almost like, I guess, overshadowed or something. You're feeling like you kind of can't breathe, like you can't escape their shadow a little bit. And we do have this Father of Cups, and this is represented by, or this is associated with a Scorpio. And so this could be a Scorpio in your life who is, who you feel like is kind of intimidating you a little bit, or making you feel, like they're infringing, or, like they are kind of holding you back in some way, whether on purpose, whether, intentionally or not. But I do feel like, this Father of Cups actually is a friend of yours, and this person is somebody who has your back, somebody who, I don't feel like they're necessarily going to help you, directly, but they are going to be supportive of you, and they're going to be, encouraging. They're not holding you back on purpose, if that's, what the situation is. I feel like you can learn from both the Father of Pentacles and the Father of Cups. So Pentacles, again, has to do with your money, your finances, your home life, and then Cups has to do with emotions. So I feel like you need to be a bit more conservative and a bit more firm with your emotions and where you stand on certain issues in your life. And same with money matters. You have to, be more assertive, be more proactive, and again, take advantage and, well, first of all, recognize the opportunities when they are presented to you, and then take advantage of them. And, with this Moon and the Father of Cups card here, I feel like you need to, take charge and address the issues that you have. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of emotional baggage still. There's a lot of heaviness in that regard, and you need to deal with them, because otherwise, your finances, your home life, they're never going to be straight when you have things that you're too afraid to address. So definitely, take the steps that you can to work on that. And again, just remember what you bring to the table, and don't give up before you even start. If there's something that your inner voice, that your intuition is telling you to follow, go ahead and do that. Just stop worrying so much, and just try. It doesn't matter if you fail, because if you tell yourself that it's not going to happen right off the bat, then you've already failed anyways, right? So there's like a division in the reading here, there's your emotions and what's going on underneath, and then there's actually what's going on in the physical world, and you not taking advantage of these opportunities and not really applying yourself fully. You're kind of beating yourself up, and that, I think, stems from your fear and your lack of willingness to address the things that are bottling up inside of you. You need to kind of release these emotions, release the pent up, I guess, regret or disappointment, or animosity, any sort of resentment that you have. You need to address them, and first you need to recognize them. You need to I guess, face them head on. And I feel like you need to do that for both in the physical world and behind the scenes a little bit on your own time. You need to introspect a little bit, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. But just take the first steps, and life should be getting easier for you. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all in June. I hope you enjoy your May. This is my favorite month. And don't forget to check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever resonates with you, to get a more complete picture of what's to come in May. And also don't forget to check out your love reading for this month, which I'll be posting on my channel. Keep a lookout. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Comment what you liked, didn't like. Thumbs up for milkshake. And I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all of you. Thanks and take care.